Do you want me to spill some secrets? Stay tuned. Hello everyone, this is MJ and you are at my channel called Reading This Life. Reading This Life is where we talk fiction, friends, and fun. It's been a minute since I've done a tag. So I thought, why not come in and tell some secrets? This is the Bookish Secrets Tag. And this was created by Book Reviews with Becky. Make sure you check out her channel. She comments a lot on my stuff. Super nice, super friendly. Do it. Do it now. Okay. Question. I have nothing prepared in true MJ style. Question number 1. Have you ever pretended to like a book when you really didn't? I'm going to say no. I've been very open about my love affair with books. I've been very open with popular books that people love that I can't stand. Trying to think of examples. A Little Life. I vlogged that book, reading through it, and I was very vocal about it. House of Leaves, a very frustrating book for me. I did a couple rants. The Night Circus did not work for me at all. So I'll put a card here in case you want to check out any of those unfavorable book reviews. But I do not, I'm very kind, but I'm also super honest. So I think my honesty shows through. Number 2. Have you ever reread a book that you liked and didn't like it the second time? Yeah. Watership Down. I remember reading it in grade school or high school, one or the other. Did not like it the second time around. Also, there's been a book that I read. I'm not exactly sure when, and I can't actually remember the book, but I know the second time around, I'm like, wow, this hits a lot differently than when I first read it. So yes, it doesn't happen often, but it does happen. Question number 3. Do you ever skim through a book? I'm going to say no. That's not my style. I'm not a fast reader. I think it depends. It depends on the writing. Like Sweet Valley High, I could rip through those books. I could finish one of those books in a day. And that's really good for me because I have a busy life. But normally I take my time. I also, quite often, I like to do the physical book along with the audiobook. And unless you're listening at like 5% increased speed, you're not skimming through anything. So I'm not a skimmer. I like details. I like getting into a book. I like being immersed in a book. And that's just me. Have you ever bought a book without realizing you already owned it? Yes. I picked up In Cold Blood by Truman Capote. I have an original hardback, a first edition hardback, and I saw a paperback, a trade paperback for sale, and I picked it up. So yeah, I don't really know why. I think because the trade paperback just caught my eye, and I said, oh, not thinking that I had the hardback, or maybe I intended to read the trade paperback. But yeah, I have done that. I haven't done that a lot though. There's not a lot of books that would not stay in my mind like that. I would say classics would trip me up because I don't go to my classic shelf downstairs as often as I would like. So that my memory fades a little bit as to what I have on there. Like I thought I had Mark Twain, The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn, but I don't. I do now. thanks to, copyright-free ebook editions, but I thought I had a copy, and I don't. I have the complete short stories of Mark Twain, but I don't have that one. Number 5. Have you ever read a book you wouldn't normally pick because your book club chose it? Yes. I was in a book club with a fellow booktuber, and we picked some good ones. There were a few. I'm going to say Taylor Jenkins Reid, Malibu Rising. There were a couple cute romances too that I really are like a chick lit type book that I normally wouldn't read, but I did, for this project, and it was fun. And it was fun, talking to the other women in the group and just doing the book club thing. So yes, I have been influenced like that. Nothing like that has happened lately. I like to stay in my lane. Okay. Is there a book everyone loved and you hated? Everyone loved and I hated? I didn't like Gone Girl. I just didn't like it. I don't read a lot of the popular books, so I can't really speak to that, or like what's on the bestseller lists and stuff like that. That's like the only thing that I can say that most people enjoyed, and I just didn't like it. Brave New World. Brave New World I just read for the band book club. I didn't like it. I gave it 2 stars. No, thank you. That was horrible, misogynistic, just the worst. No, thank you. Have I ever liked a movie better than the book? Yes. Now, which one? I do enjoy the Lord of the Rings trilogy. I do enjoy the movies. I've only read The Fellowship of the Ring. And a little bit of The Two Towers, I think. Offhand, I can't think of any. Let's see. I mean, I like Twilight. Don't hate me. Have you ever borrowed a book and not returned it? Or has anyone ever borrowed a book from you and not returned it? Yes, that happened. That happens. It happened with the Twilight series back in the day because family wanted to read it, and then I would loan it out, and then a year later I would get it back. That also happened with Eat, Pray, Love. Eat, Pray, Love, when it came out, was just amazing, and I loved everything about that book. And I remember giving it to someone and never saw it back. So at a library sale, I picked up another copy for $1 to make sure that I had it. I know there's issues with that book, and not all of it is based on experience and all that, but I just love it. That movie I love. I will watch it every time it's on. Love it, love it, love it. Love Julia Roberts in it. Have I ever read a series out of order? Not intentionally. I'm not a series person. Wait, no? Yes, I have. Sweet Valley High. Because there's so many books and you don't have to read them in order. So yes. Yes, I have. Yes. There are other books that I've read that are part of a series that, gosh, I think it's been like 10 years since I picked it up. What the heck was the name of the series? I can't even think of it. It's a fantasy series, a little on the spicy side. There's like angels and demons and all kinds of stuff. And there's a girl that is kind of like, she's kind of like Buffy the Vampire Slayer, but not. And I think I'm on like book 7 in that series, and I just haven't picked it back up because it started going off in tangents. So instead of the main characters, like the next book in line deals with like an offshoot character, and I'm like, I want to stick with the main characters. I don't want to read this one. So I'm kind of like not interested in picking it up. I'm very fickle when it comes to that stuff. Have I ever spoiled a book for someone? Not intentionally. Not intentionally. Unless they're like, yes, tell me everything because I'm never going to read it. So I have never intentionally spoiled a book for someone. I always like to say, I'm not going to say anymore because I want you to experience it. So that's basically it. Okay. So this has been around a little bit. So if you're watching it and you haven't done it, I tag you. I'm not going to tag anyone because I've been so out of the tag loop that I don't know who's done what anymore. I know I'm the last, and there are so many tags that I haven't done that I will get to sooner or later. But today, this one sounded right up my alley. It sounded really good. I didn't have to prepare a lot for it, even though there's a lot of book series that I can't remember the names to, but I will include them in the video after, okay? All right, everybody. That is it here from me. Thanks to Book Reviews with Becky for creating this tag. Make sure you check out her channel, and make sure that you are taking care of yourself so you can take care of others. And I will see you in my next video, whether that be sooner or later. So until next time, goodbye for now and happy reading.